Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having a great start to the morning. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I am looking at. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. If this is the first time that you guys have ever tuned in to one of our live trading sessions here with Learn Plan Profit. So one of the things that I'm looking at as of right now, and I'll be welcoming you guys in just a little bit, is I try to find something if it's like a good deal, if something is a little bit more on the overextended side, oversold side, and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that we focus on being a deal hunter and then focus on waiting for that confirmation. Oh shoot, people probably think that we're still not live yet. So yes, please. Whoa. All right, there we go. So one of the things that I wanted to pull up is that natural gas. Natural gas had a huge push up, and keeping it super short and simple. The way that I personally like to trade is making sure that I'm doing my part to get a good deal, but to also not trade against the pattern. So one of the things that I want to bring up right away is that natural gas right now is showing signs of a non-stop uptrend. It's been validating this EMA line. It's been continuously making higher highs and higher lows. So there's no confirmation of natural gas selling off, regardless of how overbought it is. One of the mistakes that you can make, one of the biggest mistakes I think a beginner can make, is trying to trade against the overall direction. Once and if, right, because we don't know if it's going to, if this thing begins to pull back, that's what I would want, right? And why is that attractive? And I'll explain that in just a little bit. So first, I want to, once everyone gets all settled in, I wanted to say what's up and say hello. So we'll go ahead and just give it a little bit for everyone to start tuning in, but we should be pretty much all set to go. There we go. But pretty much one of the things that I wanted to bring up is that, as of right now, natural gas is overbought, overextended. The more that it pushes up, the more margin of profit that we could potentially make for recovery on degas. So that should empower you to be, if anything, a little bit more patient, right, with your entry point. But just think about it this way. The more that this thing pushes up, the more that degas will then push down. Right? So why is that of value? Well, if degas actually recovers, if you're so focused and so sure that degas is going to recover, right? Well, think about, the more that this thing sells off, the more that degas has to recover, right? And trading natural gas and have been trading it for some time, it makes sense that it's only a matter of time for natural gas to consolidate up here and then begin to make lower lows and lower highs and just correct itself. I'm not saying that it's going to come back all the way down here, but that, with a little bit more time, that it might begin to pull back maybe to the middle VWAP, maybe to the SMA line, and then continue that uptrend. But this is all margin that it's giving back. So this is all margin of potential profit that we can make on degas, right? It's Friday. The market's been extremely choppy, so there's no reason for you to force a trade. There's no reason for you to try to get a little bit crazy with it, right? Let's just keep it super short and simple and focus on what's showing signs of an uptrend, and then once we get that confirmation, to make sure that we feel comfortable and confident with our overall trade. So let's go ahead and see, waiting for confirmation. I think that, I can literally take just one trade today, and this could be it, meaning that I'm just trading UGAS or DGAS, right? So just one trade, and I could pretty much be done for the day. I want you guys to know that when it comes down to my style of trading, I try to aim for anywhere from around 1.5 to 2% a day. I want you to know that I've been trading for a very long period of time. I have over $25,000, so I'm not under the PDT rule, and that is not something that I would recommend for someone that's just getting started. If anything, one of the biggest focuses that we have within Learn Plan Profit is to trade to learn and not trade to profit. If you're someone that's just getting started, there's a huge learning curve, a bunch of things that you're going to have to learn, a bunch of things that you're going to have to practice. It's like when you first begin playing basketball. Do you expect to be making money right away? No, because you need to first learn the game before you can actually get to that level, right? To actually make money consistently as a career. Same thing when it comes down to trading. Please if you really want to actually enjoy, right, and be able to make money consistently in the stock market, then ignore what everyone else is telling you to do and just focus on yourself to become a self-sufficient trader, and make sure that you just inform yourself. If you don't know something, then learn more about it. If you're unsure of something, then practice it and then make sure it makes sense. Am I literally late? No, we just started about 6-7 minutes ago, so nothing crazy. There we go. All right. So as of right now, again, we're just going to be waiting a little bit more for confirmation on this. Checking out /CL, it looks like it was trading in between the middle and top VWAP. The VWAP indicator is usually something that I try to keep a very close eye on. So that's this purple line and this top line, and then this bottom yellow line, right? So when it trades in between the middle and top VWAP, it begins to show signs of an uptrend pattern. But then when it breaks below the middle VWAP, it can potentially make and show signs of a descending pattern, or it's not showing signs of an uptrend pattern. So this is not normally the time, right, that I'm going to want to take a position on this. So it looks like natural gas is pushing right back up again, and that's again another perfect example of just showing you something that is still showing signs of an uptrend. So it bounced right off of the EMA line, and it looks like it's about to make higher highs right now on the day. So here we go. Let's see. Here we go. So we're just going to try to stay a little patient. I'm going to set my alert on both sides. Again, it's not about taking advantage of every trade that is thrown at me, but it's being selective, right? The way that you can think about it is, if you were a hedge fund manager, right, and you managed other people's money, would you be trading or investing in just anything that's presented to you? No, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for you. It doesn't make sense for your company. It doesn't make sense for your clients. So when it comes down to trading, I think one of the biggest reasons that people are so open to just take any position and throw their money at everything is because there's no consequence. I mean, you could lose money, but it's your money and that's it. So again, I think one of the things that you can do to kind of empower yourself to be more selective is just remind yourself what you're doing today. Is that something that your future self will thank you for? If it's a position or a day trade, or you going from holding a day trade into a swing trade, and you know that that's not what you originally had planned, is that something that your future self would thank you for? It's these very small little ideas that promote, in a sense, like just long-term thinking, that I think that can really, really help you guys. When it comes down to practicing and having that specific mindset. So give me one quick second. Here we go. A lot of consolidation going on. I 100% agree. I think people sometimes also, and I try to make trading, I try to make it look and be as fun as it can sometimes. With the Learn Plan Profit team, we'll try to play music from time to time, but realistically, it's a lot of waiting for that opportunity to present itself. So as of right now, I don't see too much. Okay, so it looks like gold is selling off. I don't know if you guys saw this right here, but /NQ, which is the NASDAQ, right? This is the NASDAQ ETF, sold off below the middle VWAP, but it's just a lot of consolidation. The market's been super choppy. One of the other things that I want to remind you guys is during this live stream and even after this live stream, if you don't feel comfortable taking a position, then guess what? Don't take one. The market's been super choppy, and if you don't feel comfortable or confident or ready, then that's one of the most beautiful things about trading in the stock market. You don't have to do anything you don't feel like doing. It's that simple, right? So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to wait a little bit more for that confirmation. It looks like one of our alerts might start to get triggered right now. So I would want to wait for lower lows. I want there to be signs of a continuous downtrend pattern. There we go. So we broke below the first support, or DGAS broke above a specific resistance. That's fine. But before I add more to my position size, right, I want to make sure that I have confirmation of a sell-off. Here we go. But again, I mean, this thing can pop right back up. And how many of you guys saw this yesterday with crude oil, right? It would consolidate, it would sell off a little bit and then push right back up. It would sell off, consolidate a little bit, and then push right back up. It wasn't until much later throughout the day where it actually sold off, and then made lower lows, and then actually sold off. So one of the things that we also like to remind you is that to be an efficient trader, why not just wait till all the action is happening? And what I mean by that is instead of trying to get in right away, how much easier would it be, right? So like, let's say this, for example. We didn't know that it was going to push up, but instead of trying to get in here and going through this like roller coaster of emotions of it going up and down, and then finally pushing up, you might be fed up at that time and you might lock in profits right away, right? But if you wait for a good entry and you wait for all the action to be happening, so still focusing on a good deal, still focusing on confirmation, but you wait for the active sell-off or the active push-up, you can be so much more of an efficient trader. Yes, sometimes you might be getting in a little bit late, but again, it just comes down to maybe where you're at as a trader. Would you rather be someone that is okay going through that roller coaster of emotion, or are you someone that would rather, just get in and get out and then call it a trade, right? I feel like when I get in, on the action that's happening, that's when the action goes the other way. Well, I think that's that's why we talked about, making sure that the margin of profit is still worth it, making sure that you still have confirmation of a continuous sell-off, and that the resistance or the potential support that's up and coming, right, is not so close that it doesn't make sense, right? So altogether, you still want to make sure that the opportunity cost is worth it to take that day trade. So is that a support that I see? I don't know if you guys could see this over here, but it did a lot of consolidation around this general area. So it could have built a potential resistance. Right now, it looks like we're trying to build a potential support. I'm not too worried about it. I just want to wait a little bit more for a confirmation of a sell-off. And yeah, this thing can 100%, and again, I'm reminding you, this thing can 100% continue to push up. So please, 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 one of the things that I wish I was told is, even now, I wish I was still a little bit more selective with what I chose to trade. And what can you do to change that? Literally right now, as you're just getting started and you're building your foundation and your understanding of the stock market, don't be afraid to be selective. Be selective with where you choose to put your time and your hard-earned money. Even if you're paper trading, that's your time. Where do you want to put that time? And just make sure that it's 100% worth it, right? That you feel comfortable and confident, and that regardless if it goes green or red, that you'll learn from that mistake. What's the EMA range do you use? So I use the length. All my indicators are set up right here, so you can see that the length of my EMA is 15. All right. Alrighty. I also do want to remind you, for those that are tuning in right now and that are not part of Learn Plan Profit, I don't know if you guys see it right now in the description of this video. I put it as the first link in the description. Feel free to refresh this screen. So click command refresh, or just refresh it on the left-hand side. And you will see that there is a $75 off coupon. A lot of you guys have been asking for a coupon enrolling in Learn Plan Profit. So if this is something that you would like to experience every single day, get lifetime access to it, the A to Z video lesson library, and also the private group chat for Learn Plan Profit, where you can network not only with myself but with the other members within LPP. That's going to be that first link in the description. Again, just refresh your screen and that's going to be there for you. So that's going to be for the first 15 people who use that coupon, and then after that, it's going to go back to its full price, and kind of going from there. So regardless, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in, that are just tuning in. If this is the first time that you guys have ever seen me trade live, feel free, if you're part of our free group, send me, either comment down below or send me a direct message about what you thought based off your experience of being able to see me trade. So hopefully we'll see some action happen. I'm just waiting for confirmation as of right now. So, but yeah. Let's wait a little bit more for that confirmation. Let's see. We're not really, do you guys see the difference that, we're not really making lower lows right now? So right now you can see that it's building somewhat of a support right around 2.354. So not much of a support or not much of a sell-off. It's kind of just consolidating, and then most likely we'll see this thing push up, right? So is Learn Plan Profit a monthly subscription? Nope, it's a one-time fee. You have a lifetime access to all the updates as well. So, and we are working on updating the course, so you'll get access to the updates as well. There's no monthly subscription. All right. So best stock to trade, budget $1,000. I think, and again, I don't want to spend too much time on that, but if you're asking someone what stock you should trade, you're not ready to trade. Easiest way for me to put it. At the end of the day, right, when it comes down to something, let's say that we're all kind of knowledgeable in, right? When it comes down to putting on your shoes and tying them, do you ask someone to do that for you? No, because you know how to do it, right? So when it comes down to trading and choosing what to invest in, if you're not knowledgeable enough to understand where to put your money or where not to put it, what can you do? Inform yourself. That's all. You literally just need to inform yourself. It's not about being told what to trade. And I think that's a huge mistake that I don't even want to say beginners make. It's just a selective amount of people that just would rather be told what to do. At the end of the day, I think the goal is not to be told what to do, but it's to become a self-sufficient trader, to be able to do this yourself, right? When I trade, no one tells me what to do. So why should you be any different? I would empower you to take time to practice and to learn what makes a good deal, what makes a good trade, what makes a good stock. What's going on, Tyler? Welcome to the team. Happy to have you as a part of the team. And again, once you guys get all set up within Learn Plan Profit today, for the first 15 people that sign up, feel free to direct message me once you get connected. So once you enroll in the course, you'll get access to the course and the private group chats. Everything's explained in the course. Send me a direct message as soon as you get signed up. Please keep it under 150 characters and just, say hello, your name. I would love to kind of introduce myself to you as well and just wish you an amazing weekend. So just so we're off to a good start off the weekend, and then if you choose to catch up on the material during that time, great. And then moving forward, you'll be connected for our live stream, for our live trading that will start as soon as Monday. So, okay, so /CL, some people are saying that there's a little bit of a sell-off. Wow, just like we expected, right? It was trading between the middle and top VWAP. Do you guys remember? It was trading between the middle and top VWAP, right? And then it started to ride the middle VWAP, and it made sense on why it would sell off. So look at this. It uptrends, middle and top VWAP. It sells off, middle and bottom VWAP. It uptrends, middle and top VWAP, and then it sells off. So do you guys see that pattern? So DWT just pushed above 626, a huge sell-off, huge sell-off on /CL. So I have this on my second screen on over here, and it looks like natural gas is trying to push up once again. So we'll have to give that a little bit more time. But that is absolutely crazy. So what would you guys say? What would you do in this instance? /CL just had a very aggressive sell-off. What do we do? Start looking at UWT. So do we buy UWT here? If you guys don't know, whatever /CL does, so does UWT. UWT and DWT, those are the inverse ETFs. So does this mean that we buy UWT right now? I want to see your guys' messages. I want everyone that's tuning in right now. Do we buy UWT right now? Do you guys see everyone that's commenting no? That is so important. That is so important. There we go. No, because there is no confirmation right now, right? So UWT must have had a huge sell-off as well. Do you guys see this? So let's say I buy right now at 15.50. What if this thing sells off to 15.20, right? Or to $15 or to $14? There is no confirmation of an uptrend. So again, if you want to grow your account, then you should trade and invest in patterns that are showing signs of growth. So I agree. /CL sold off, UWT sold off. This presents a maybe potential dip buy opportunity, potential, but everything is just, speculation as of right now. Until we get confirmation, then maybe we can look a little bit more into it to see if this would be something of value and meet your criteria. Again, you are the investor, you are the trader. Does this meet your standards to view as a quality day trade? And that's something that you have to determine. Is the margin of profit worth it? Is the direction worth it? Is the pattern consistent enough for you to want to trade it? Right? So as of right now, based off where it's at and the potential for recovery, not bad. 1.6% if it goes back to that middle VWAP. But again, it's been showing signs of a sell-off. It most likely it's been getting rejected by this EMA line. So as of right now, with where it's at and that EMA line, it's 1.6%. 1% might not be worth it for you guys, especially when the overall direction is not in your favor, right? But one of the things that we pointed out is that, it uptrends, it sells off. It uptrends, it sells off. But again, that takes hours. This takes hours. This takes hours. This takes hours. So don't be so quick to try to jump right in again, right? Let's be selective. Let's be patient. And one of the biggest things is that builds confidence, in my opinion, right? What builds confidence, in my opinion, when it comes down to trading? If I see something with a very consistent pattern, right? Low points, high points, I can trade it pretty confidently based off previous patterns. But when there's all this inconsistency, there's a higher risk for me because there's, more of a possibility that it won't go according to my plan. So what can we do? We can simply wait for confirmation and wait for that clear direction and pattern. So it looks like it's going to be trying to push up right now. And yeah, I just simply want to watch it to see, it's a descending pattern, so I'm not too sure if this is something that I want to partake in right now. And /CL has been pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys, if you're part of Learn Plan Profit or you've been part of Learn Plan Profit for a while, you would have seen all week this week. It's been a slower week for me when it comes down to trading, just because how choppy the market has been. So let's not overdo it, right? Let's keep it simple and let's see if we can get that confirmation. Just make sure Logan, you do have to click agree to the terms and conditions. So just make sure you click that check mark and you pretty much should be good. Here we go. All right. I have a second screen over here, and I'm watching the futures that we have. So I'm watching /CL, watching natural gas, if it's pushing up, if it's pushing down. So it looks like right now we're doing pretty good. Oh, excuse me. Hooey. What is going on? Welcome to the team. I don't have patience. Well, it's something to work on then, right? If you want to be able to trade well in the stock market, then it doesn't matter what you have or do not have. It's, are you willing? Are you willing to learn about patience and, put it out? It's like, you can make any excuse you want, but at the end of the day, I think it comes down to how bad you want it. So how do you stay so patient? You just work on it over time, right? Make it a habit. I think it takes 32 days, right? 32 days or something like that to create a new habit. Take time. This isn't a thing where you're gonna, with a little bit of money that you're gonna make it right away, right? But over time, you will learn the different systems, the different concepts, how to determine value, what to do, what not to do. But it's not about becoming a perfect trader, right? We've said this multiple times. It's working towards becoming as close to perfect as possible, right? There's no such thing as a perfect trader, but working towards, as perfect as you can get. which doesn't mean that you'll be in any way any close, but there'll always be some room for improvement. The market's always changing, but that's why we're trying to build you to become a self-sufficient trader, so you can always adapt to the market. Learning and practicing. Again, if you're someone that's just getting started, you should be trading to learn, not trading to profit. Like you guys all know, and I've said this multiple times, the dollar amount that you're trading with right now is not what you could be trading with 5-10 years down the road. So why are you trying to make it or break it right now? Why are you discouraging yourself when you know that you're not where you can be, when you're still learning? So I've been learning for almost a year now, still learning. I like that, Justin. And I think that's a great mindset to have. If you're someone that's not empowered to learn new things, I don't know. I don't know if you can make it in this market. I generally don't know. But if you're someone that's empowered to, that's a problem solver, that's self-sufficient, or that can work on being self-sufficient, that can work on being a problem solver, I think you could do great things in this market. Here we go. Here we go. So natural gas, very quickly, as you guys can see right here, is beginning to show signs of a sell-off. So the more that it sells off, the more money that will make, right? All right. Here we go. DES pushing up, right? Natural gas with the potential support here. Or with the potential resistance here. So real quick, just on /NG. Do you guys see this? Oh, there we go. It's the previous support that I had here. So just watch out for that. Nice. All right, looks like we might be getting rejected right around $53. That's the middle VWAP. Do you guys see that? So natural gas with the potential support here, I think it could sell off a little bit more. One of the things that I like to empower our members to do every single day is to lock in profits. Again, you're not trying to make money right now. You're trying to prove to yourself that you can trade. So at the very end of the day, I'd rather have you end the day green and end that position green and then just watch what happens. That's just my 2 cents. I wish I was told when I was first getting started that. Remember that you're not trading right now to profit. So an extra $5, $10, $50, even $100 is not going to make a difference, 5 or 10 years from now, right? But what is going to make a difference is if you hold, it picks back up, you don't cut losses, and you go from green to red. And then now you're discouraged to ever trade again. Don't discourage yourself. Trade to learn, not trade to profits. Again, super important. I'm just here to remind you that if you're green and there's any indication of a resistance, do not be afraid to lock in profits. That's all I want to share with you guys every single time. I don't care if it's like, there's still more margin or anything like that. If you feel comfortable and you feel confident to continue to trade, great. Do that at your own risk, right? But if you're really trading to learn, keep it short and simple, right? If you can get in and get out and call it a trade, so be it. Here we go. So right now I'm right around, there we go. So $1,167.50. One trade a day keeps the bills away. And look, it's still pushing up. It's still pushing up, so that's great. And there it goes, still pushing up. So we got a good trading setup, and there it goes. Natural gas is still selling off. So we're approaching this middle VWAP, which could act as a potential support. Look at the MACD. Look at the RSI. There's no question that natural gas is oversold. Yes, this can be a potential support. So it doesn't mean and there it goes. Wow, 50. Wow, holy smokes. Look how much more it pushed up. That's literally pushed up another $1. Another $1 from where I sold. I could have made maybe $2,000. Again, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I can't control that. Oh, well, I definitely could have made $2,000 now. But at the end of the day, it's not about how much money you can make. It's not about how much money you would have made. It's making sure that your actions speak louder than your words. I don't care about your hopes. I don't care about your desires, and neither does the market. If anything, I care about more of your hopes and your desires than the market does. Just like myself and just like you, we're irrelevant to the market. So it doesn't matter how much money we want to make. It doesn't matter how much we're okay with losing. It does not matter. Those are factors that we have to manage. And have to understand that it doesn't matter if I want to make $500 off this trade. It doesn't matter if I want this thing to touch the SMA line. If it chooses to get rejected halfway to the EMA line and I don't lock in profits when there's obvious indication of a resistance, that's my fault. I'm trading based off my emotions and my hopes and my desires and not with the actual pattern itself. So at the end of the day, I would rather trade based off of the pattern and focus on that and lock in profits early, but be consistently profitable than hope I could have made more money. And I'm not a perfect trader by any means. But one of the things that you guys notice off my YouTube channel, if you've ever watched me trade live within Learn, Plan, Profit, is why am I so consistently profitable? And it's not that I make huge money, right? I mean, my percentage is I feel good, right? 1.5 to 2% a day. Why? Because at any indication of a resistance, regardless of how much I hope something pushes up, I'll just lock in profits. I'll walk away because I understand that it doesn't have to go the way that I hope it does. I can just walk away and wait for another opportunity to present itself. And I'm okay with that. So altogether so far on the day is $1,167.50. And again, that was all caught during the live stream. I sold, yes, in a sense, a little bit too early. And you guys could see that right here. So if we click show trades, you guys could see the buy, and then the buy as it confirmed that uptrend, right? And then ended up selling at 15320, but it hit highs of about almost 155. It hit highs of 154.88. So that was my trade for the day. And literally, I'm okay with that. If anything, I can take another trade once I get that confirmation on maybe crude oil. Crude oil is trying to make a reversal, right? So it's trying to reverse back up. This might be something that I want to take into consideration. Let's look a little bit further back. But yeah, it's kind of just been consolidating for some time, so it might be something that I might want to trade maybe once we have that confirmation, right? Once we get that higher high confirmation on crude oil and on UWT. As of right now, it's still getting rejected, so probably don't want to partake in it. And looking at natural gas, again, just like we expected, it's trying to build a support right around the middle VWAP. How do we know this? Can we predict the future? How did we know that it was going to sell off? It's not about how or what. It's about just waiting for confirmation. And when there's something that can potentially happen, to take action. So when there can be a potential support and a bounce here, right? And that will, infringe on my trade with Diaz, I'll lock in profits because I don't want this to shoot back up because this could be a potential support. So that was my trade for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I wanted to see if I could answer any questions for those that are watching for the first time about, maybe Learn, Plan, Profit. Again, I do want to remind you that for the first 15 people that use the coupon code, the first link in the description, if you don't see the coupon code, refresh your screen. But for the first 15 people, it's $75 off the Learn, Plan, Profit course. That's the biggest sale that we will offer. So if you've been waiting for a discount, again, it's a one-time fee for a lifetime access. So again, that is that first link in the description. So what is the 4-line indicator? So it looks like 4 lines. Well, it looks like 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is the EMA line, this light blue line. This is the middle VWAP. the top VWAP and the bottom VWAP, and then this is the SMA line. This is all explained in the course. How do we send you a private message? You can direct message me within the TechBud Solutions Discord chat, but you have to be a part of TechBud Solutions first on Facebook, and then it gives you access to our Discord chat. So should I buy your course or can I learn from your videos? At the end of the day, I want you guys to know, like, do you have to buy my course to be successful? Heck no. 100% you don't. It's being super, like, getting straight to the point. You don't have to buy anything to be successful. The whole purpose of the course is, think about it this way, is first of all, you get to work with me on a daily basis, right? That's the live trading. You get to see what I talk about in the course implemented every single day. So it's not just that I can talk about something, but it's that I could actually do it on a consistent basis. So that's what I'm here to show you to do and to answer any questions along the way. On top of that, the course is designed to, from A to Z, in my experience, to teach you everything that I know about the stock market. And if there's anything that comes up, then you can simply message me within the Learn Plan Profit private group chat. So can you learn this over time, watching videos and practicing? Of course, but it really comes down to, when time is money, right? Are you willing to dedicate 3-5 years to learn everything that you can learn in, maybe just a couple of hours within a course? My whole purpose with Learn Plan Profit is to provide you all the missing pieces of the puzzle so you don't have to go searching for it, right? And after you complete the course and after you begin to practice, and if you still have questions, then you have my assistance to help you overcome any obstacle. So it really comes down to, do you need to go to school to learn about history? No, but they provide you the structure and the curriculum to do it in an effective and efficient way. So how long does your course take to go through? So this course that we have right now for Learn Plan Profit takes a little bit over 7 hours. We're updating the course, which if you enroll now or you've enrolled before, you'll have access to the update. So it's not like you're gonna have to do anything different. You'll have access to the update, and that's gonna be about 8 to 10 hours of information. So we'll just update it, and then you'll have access to all the new stuff. So. Ricky, the man, the myth, the legend. What is going on, Jake? What's up? What's up? Thank you. Your course is amazing. What's going on, Denise? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've watched LPP 4 times now, and I'm on the 3rd day. So I'm on my 3rd green day in a row. Mars, it's because you're an absolute beast. Here we go. So we got now UWT pushing up, right? Let's see what we can do here. Can we break above that? Oh no, you're good. Ricky, I just wanted to say thank you for all your knowledge that you should have been following you for more than a year. I've purchased your course today. Oh, wow. Appreciate that, Rafael. Happy to have you as a part of the team. Please, if you can do me the biggest favor, Rafael, message me within the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat once you get connected. Yes, but I would still encourage you to paper trade first. It's not about that if I think I think you can or you can't. It's about proving it to yourself. Just because someone else has done it doesn't mean that you will do it in the same exact way. And again, that's why we like to remind you that it's not about trying to replicate or copy someone, but it's to build a general understanding of what it is that we're doing, right? And building off of that, making sure that you build and develop your own style of trading, but you could only do that, right, when you have your own general understanding of, trading in the stock market. So Is interactive brokers good for 18-year-olds? I've never used it myself. There's a lot of reviews online. Try it out. See if it's something that works well for you, and see if it, makes sense to you. For those that are asking for like preference-based questions, like, oh, is this thing good for me? Is that thing good for me? Like as in like brokerages and stuff like that, guys, it's try it out. See if it works well for you. Don't put your money into it just yet. But if anything, if you're just getting started and you're asking those questions, paper trade, practice. You have to practice everything that you learn. I don't care if you're going through the course. Practice what you are learning. How does that not make sense? You have to practice everything that you learn. We got Mackenzie, an absolute monster when it comes down to developing. So Mackenzie's like right up here. Do you think like that right away as he first began to learn how to code, right? That he just like, maybe because Mackenzie's like super gifted, but do you think that he just like started getting paid right away as he was learning? No, it took time for him to build that experience, build that confidence, to be able to get to a point where he could provide value for people, right? And you're working for YouTube, right? About 1 or 2 years ago, right? Something like that, working with YouTube. And he was probably one of the youngest people within the team. And he actually just graduated when? In May. Mackenzie's, I don't like to compare myself to Mackenzie because Mackenzie's an absolute beast and it's just not fair. So, but yeah, it's again, just have fun with it. Be empowered to learn about the stock market. If you're not empowered and you don't have a passion for it, then I don't know. I think it might be a little bit difficult for you to overcome a series of obstacles. I want to see if we can get a nice little push up. Looks like that middle VWAP might be acting as a resistance. Hello? Eric, I just wanted to say thanks for all the chat's been slow. Been following you since 30K followers, and you've helped me grow a lot. Wow, 2% a week. Hey, I wish I could say that that's been me that's been helping you grow 2 to 3% a week. But let's be honest. It's your hard work paying off, and I really do appreciate you being a part of the team. It's implementation, it's that structure, it's that, being self-driven. It's not anyone can do it. And just being completely honest, it's for those that dedicate the time and the effort to do that, those that will be successful with that specific, market. It's not saying that, this market is easy. It's not what I'm here to say at all. It takes time and it takes a lot of practice to get to that point. But yeah. Here we go. Guys, we're struggling. We're struggling with this one. Let's see. Oh, George, congrats. I like that. Congratulations, man. Yeah. So it's not even this that I like to look at, it's this. So you can see that the MACD is becoming a little bit more peaked out. So it is still trying to build a support. And one of the things that I was looking at, and I don't know if I showed it in the screen, is on the 5-day, 5-minute chart. Again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't have to. I'm just trying to understand kind of like where it's at right now. It's kind of just consolidating, and based off of previous supports, like, yeah, it does make sense why this could be a general low point, but we are still below that overall EMA line, and it's not really proving to make higher highs right now. So I might close out the position and then maybe choose to get back in a little bit later. So I think that might be the approach that I might take. Yeah, because it's beginning to pull back a little bit, and there it goes. So looks like I spoke too soon, and yeah, I'm just gonna close this trade out. And again, this might be a little early, but here we go. 3, 2. Just wait, Ricky. I'm being a little impatient right now, huh? Oh, here we go. Can we get a little runner? A little run for the boys? Ah! Okay, so I sold that 15.73. It's not bad. Didn't do very well. I didn't make very much. $280. So hey, still something. And there it goes. It's now showing a little bit more signs of it pushing up. I just don't like that it's below the middle VWAP right now, and I'll just have to follow up with it in just a little bit. So far on the day, $1,400, nearly $1,500 profit on the day, and not bad. I really enjoyed this live stream. I'm not too sure, and there it goes. It's beginning to be a little bit more volatile. Again, I think it makes sense on why it could pull back right now before it continues to push up. And at the end of the day, we have nothing but time. So remind yourself that you have nothing but time to learn. You have nothing but time to practice, and you have nothing but time to have this and get this not all figured out, but have a better understanding of it. So, yeah, I mean, I really do appreciate your guys' time. I thank you guys again so much for watching. So again, 1.4K, almost 1.5K, and that correlates on over to about almost 1.5%, which is my daily goal. Like you guys saw, the market's been very choppy for the past couple of days, so let's be selective. If there's nothing that is going according to our plan, don't force it. Call it a day and just enjoy, have an early start to your weekend. Learn something new, dedicate time to practice. There's no reason to force anything. So thanks for the stream today. And of course, thank you again, Machine. Even though I'm in the Philippines, I'm still learning millions. Thank you again, Ricky. Ivan, I appreciate you guys tuning in. So regardless of where it is that you guys are, if you're connected with us, feel free to comment down below. I just wanted to thank you for your time. I know that I might be catching you either very late, depending where you are in the world, or very early. And I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate that. So thank you guys again for absolutely everything it is that you guys do. If you guys have any questions about how to stay connected, the link is down below for our free Facebook group, right? You can join that, then you can join our free Discord chat, and feel free to direct message me any questions you might have. Please don't message me on Facebook. Please don't message me on Instagram when it comes down to trading related questions. Just message me on Discord. So I just want to remind you again, $75 off the Learn Plan Profit course for the first 15 people. It's that first link in the description. Feel free to refresh if you don't see the screen to refresh your screen. Ricky, you helped me. Thank you. Oh, appreciate that. So yeah, just join the course and trying to connect to the Discord. Sweet, sounds good, Logan. Let me know if you have any questions. It's the link is provided for you in the first section of the course. So $2K for the boys. Lorena, I hope you made 2K because as of right now, I'm going to keep it a little slow and just going to wait for a good setup. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, guys, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing and blessed Friday. Yeah, continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be a drive to your success. For all those that enroll and Learn Plan Profit, just make sure that you guys get connected to our Discord chat so you get access to the live trading that begins as early as Monday. Appreciate you guys' time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.